Real Madrid versus Ajax. Real Madrid leading 2-1 there, but Ajax has got that. Well, Real Madrid, sorry, 2 away goals they're leading, so they've got quite a strong position here. But they can't afford to let that go. 1.67 you can get for a Real Madrid win, 4.4 draw, and Ajax 5.5. Is it the Real Madrid win you were talking about, Flash? 1.67.
No, but it definitely is a hook. It is definitely there to get you involved. I mean, I like the I like all of the homes this week. To be fair, but I love the way that Ajax play. But the problem you've got is Ajax have got to go and get something out of the game, and by going and getting something out of the game is where Real Madrid will hit them, as exactly they did in Amsterdam. I mean, Ajax should have won 3 or 4 that night. Even though I was on Ajax, I was on Real Madrid and over 2.5. I got lucky because Ajax were fantastic, and I think they'll be fantastic again tomorrow night. But I just think they're going to play into Real Madrid's hands, and I think at 4 to 6, 1.67, I can't get away from them. I really can't.
I'm with you as well on this one. Do you think Real Madrid will try and keep things tight? They know they've got the lead. Is this a 0-0 higher scoring half, or what sort of Alex was talking about? Is this going to be an example of this, or just the problem is as well? Real Madrid are not looking too confident at the moment. They've lost their last 3 home matches, obviously 2 to Barcelona, 1 La Liga, 1 Copa del Rey. They're not looking like the most confident bet at that price. But then you think Real Madrid in La Liga, surely that has to be the play.
Go back to September when we said we'll see Real Madrid in March. Now listen, I went on record and said that I don't think they'll win the Champions League this year. I think there's just too many players that are that little bit over, but they come alive for these nights. This is what listen, they don't get turned on by many games in La Liga. It's all about Champions League for these big clubs.
Yeah.
I think that they'll try, as soon as they get one, if they go 1-0 up, then obviously Ajax have just got to throw caution to the wind, and all normal play and all normal systems go out the window. And I see Real Madrid at 1.67.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother looking. I mean, I would stick it in a parlay.
Yeah. Well, I know these odds are probably low for you. For me, actually, it's quite nice. Also, you may notice Martin Green is not with us today, but he has written an article over on Sportsbook Review if you want to go and check it out. I did read it in case you guys were interested in his tips. He is liking the Real Madrid win as well. If you also want to know a full breakdown as well of Alex's tips, do go check out Odds Market, Champions League rundown there, plus his midweek ACCA, which is including Champions League and Europa League plays. Alex, let's just focus on the Real Madrid price. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to be tempted by that. I know, again, you don't bet anything lower than 1.7. Is it good for an ACCA? Are you putting Real Madrid in your ACCA?
No, I'm not putting Real Madrid in ACCA. I don't know. Flash said something brilliant. Ajax could win 3-0, 4-0 in the first leg. But it was the experience on Real Madrid's side there. They are experienced enough to know how to play a Champions League match and to qualify further. It might look also an under 3.5 in this match. And the value is on the unders, if you think about it. Under 3.5 is at 1.85. I don't think that we'll see so many goals. Sergio Ramos is missing for this game. Intentionally, he took a yellow card to miss the second leg and to be ready for the quarterfinals. Don't know. I really like also Ajax +1 on the Asian handicap at 1.9. It's a flip of the coin here. I think that Real Madrid might keep things tight, yes, but I think that Ajax will score and will find the back of the net because they are brilliant. They scored 18 goals in their last 3 domestic matches, and one of them was against Feyenoord, not a bad team. The others, yes, let's say that, yeah, it was The Hague and Breda, but I don't know, with Real Madrid problems, anything might happen in this one. Let me put a small stake on Ajax +1 at 1.86.
Yeah, I have to say I'm just wondering whether Real Madrid will keep things tight. But a lot of people in our chat here are fancying goals. You've got Gabriel Hernandez says Real Madrid needs to release some steam. We've got a Real Madrid win and the over 2.5 goals from Shamil. A lot of people just liking the goals in this one. Both teams to score and the over 3.5 goals, says Barcaman. I'm thinking whether I just think if I had to go for the over or the under 2.5 goals, I think it's going to be a lower scoring affair. What do you think, Flash, just in terms of goals here? I would be more inclined to go for the highest scoring half being the second.
Yeah, I'll definitely go and think that's probably the right way to go about it. The problem you've got is that Ajax, this is like a cup final. This is it. It's you have
Like a
to
do
win
or
or go
die.
home.
Yeah.
There's no draw. They can't play for a draw.
Yeah.
They've got to go. And the thing is, we saw in the first leg that when they overcommitted, that's when Real Madrid were at their best. And they've got to keep going and keep going. And then that means that they could score. Real Madrid could score 3 in the last quarter of an hour of the game.
Yeah.
And then it kills your overs and unders. I wouldn't go anywhere near overs and unders. I mean, I would probably go with Real Madrid and just leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely a tough one, but Real Madrid are just in a really good position. 2 away goals and the home advantage. They're like 1.1 to qualify.
A good play for an Aka bet, I'm telling you, is both teams to score. I don't know the price, but
Really?
I have it on my Aka bets. I think that both teams to score should definitely be a good Aka bet, because Ajax have great skills, they have great players, and Real Madrid shows that they can concede, showing that they can concede against any opponent. So I see Ajax scoring, and of course Real Madrid are deadly on the break there, and they can score because Ajax will open up. They will leave many gaps in their defense, and Real will score because they have also world-class players in the attack. So both teams to score is a good for an Aka bet.
1.45 is the highest odds you can get. 1.44 bet 365. It's low, I have to say. I'm not sure for that price. I agree with you. They conceded 2 against Girona, hosting Girona. Ajax, like Flash said, it's a do or die situation. 1.45 for an Aka. I know it's not your play, but would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, Flash?
I'm just going to go with Ajax. I think
With
the
Real.
rest of it. Yeah, I mean the problem is what you've got is if they go 1 or 2 down, Ajax, are they going to keep going? I mean, it's going to be. I just don't see, because they'd have to win the game 3-2. Now, if Ajax go 1-0 up, well, then I'd get in play overs, because then it's all off.
Yeah,
it's probably one of them that I've seen Alex do many a time. He does that in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if Ajax can go 1-0 up, the in-play for the over 2.5 goals should be around 1.25. So nothing.
Yeah. Barcaman, both teams score 1.42. Jack L says Real Madrid, both teams to score. Sandra Kimi says, I think Ajax will push with so much high intensity and Real Madrid will try to contain them with experience. Then Ajax will get tired and Real Madrid will hurt them. Quite like that summary. I quite agree. Highest scoring half being the second. 1.95. And I like Real Madrid win. Those are my 2 bets for the match.